Okay, and we are back, continuing on from where we left off with Star Wars in a bar fight. The frog?
Yeah, so top of order, everything has kind of gone to shit around you. People are drawing weapons. There are actually some blaster bolts that are flying. And it's not entirely just
droids.
people... I'm sorry?
And there's a Wookiee with lightsaber and bouncer droids. Things are getting crazy.
Yes. It's not entirely just people trying to get at Raynar. There's also just people who are going, hey, fight time. Let's have a fight. It's the type of scum and villainy. What are you going to do?
Yeah.
So it is me at the top of the initiative, right?
Yeah.
So I've noticed that the lightsaber's been extinguished and people are backing the fuck away. I'm going to sit down, reach over, grab my hot chocolate, and offer it to the crowd.
Are you sure you want to do that?
Well, I'm still in a defensive posture. Like,
I'm down and look into your glass. That is not a defensive posture.
Okay, sitting down is not the thing I'm doing. I'm reaching around, grabbing it.
The most interesting man in the world.
And then just, like, offering it out.
Okay, so there is going to be a person who charges out of the crowd at you.
And they're going to get a face full of hot chocolate.
What about the droids who are snapping up behind her with...
Do you have throwing weapon?
What?
Do you have throwing weapon?
I don't have throwing weapon. I'm just like splashing it in their face. Okay, I still have 4D to this.
I'm just saying, roll dex.
Alright,
Roll your dex for throwing.
Total of 14?
Okay. Yeah, guy takes it right in the face. He goes through it and he looks ready to bear hug you.
Then he's gonna end up on the floor just like the last guy.
Are you just gonna straight try and attack him and drop him, or are you going to try and dodge this?
No, I'm not gonna try to dodge. This is a martial arts thing.
Okay.
Which is a... I'm going to be... As he's trying to bear hug me, I'm going to split out with both my arms and strike each of his.
Okay. So
and
you're
then
try and go
also,
for the multi-strike?
Well, no, like the cross block.
Okay.
At his arms, and then if he continues to try to come, I'm gonna hit him in the. I'm gonna hit him in the chest and then bring him to the ground.
Okay.
It's okay.
Okay, what you got?
Okay, so that's... 16 total.
16, okay. So, yeah, you keep him from doing the bear hug thing. You go ahead and you hit him. And, boy, that looked like it hurt quite a bit. Bad news, though? He's still an oncoming, wall of meat. Yeah, and he's going to the floor. You're under him.
Through me? Yeah.
Yes. The guy, completely disoriented at this point, slams into you and knocks you backwards.
Yeah.
If you want to try to use instant stand, this is your chance.
Yes, gonna do that, and then I'm also going to look at Labaga, get them out of here.
Go ahead and make your instant stand first.
Shit.
Instant stand is dexterity.
Yeah, go ahead and roll your martial arts, and we'll see if you roll high enough on this one.
6 on the action die, so I'll re-roll it.
So anyway, yeah. Well, that's rolling.
18.
18! Being a happen, you've probably never had a man on top of you before. Probably decided that you don't like this.
Hey, now.
Yeah, he's on top of you. He is wheezing and mostly there, but he's heavy, and he's on top of you.
So you probably shout from underneath him, "Get them out of here!"
Yeah, like the breath is going to be driven out of you here. He's not going to be doing any damage to you, but you're not going to be going anywhere fast.
Right. So like
Well,
he's on top.
yeah, he's on top of you. You're pinned at the moment. Okay, who's next?
But I would shout
Me.
at Lobach, "Get him out of here!" That is
Okay, so what is the instigator going to do here?
Hey, hi. So, question:
Yes.
how waterproof are these robots seem?
You would guess pretty damn waterproof.
They're
All right.
bots.
You're not for certain, but yeah, they're bouncers for a bar.
Can I get the attention of someone and then what is it? Trick that? What is it? Not trick them. What is that? Lead them to hitting one of the bots.
Okay, so you want to go ahead and aggravate someone, and then
So
maneuver
basically,
so they're gonna
so
touch
it's-
the
you
bot
want to
instead of you.
fake
It's
it
kinda
so
like
that they
that,
smack a bot.
Well, it's kind of like one of those things where you tap someone on the shoulder while they're aiming at someone else, or they're looking at somewhere else, and then they immediately go to punch, but then you duck, and they smack whoever else is behind you.
You can try.
Oh boy! Well, everything's worth a college try.
Yeah.
Okay, so first things first, have Day go ahead and roll me a perception check. Unless you've got any sort of, like, fainting skill, that sort of thing.
Do I add a search or no?
No, not on this.
All right, that's fair.
This is to figure out your way to maneuver
By the
into-
way, I rolled a 1 on my wild dice. That's a total of 7.
Okay. Okay, yeah, you do tap someone on the on the shoulder, and there is a bouncer droid behind you. Roll your dodge.
Okay, well, here's Mama.
He's
for,
looking at you, kid.
That's an 8 in total.
8 in total. Okay, so, here's the thing. You probably shouldn't have tapped on the one-armed Trandoshan's shoulder.
That sounds great.
They just recently reacquired their arm in all
What's
of
a
this.
Trandoshan?
Yeah, lizard people.
Have you played, have you watched Empire Strikes Back?
Yes.
Do you remember, remember
bounty
the
hunter.
Lizard
Yeah.
Bounty Hunter?
Sexy.
Yeah. Think one of those. So she spins around and lays into you with her own arm. Roll strength. If you've got party, add that.
Nope.
Roll strength.
One more joke about being disarmed and I'll rip your goddamn throat out.
Oh shit! I'm sorry. I didn't shot that hard. Okay, that's a 4 in total. Yeah.
Ouch.
Uh-huh.
Okay, so that's not gonna go too great for you.
I know.
She lays into you, and you think you might have felt a rib pop at that one. And you go flying back.
Well, at least it wasn't the face.
Yes, it wasn't the face. And, she got you right in the gut. The breath is absolutely driven out of you, and you land against something. And unlike the poor Gungan, this thing that you hit is hard. It's made of Durasteel, and being that it has spider legs, you can't say that it really has a lap so much. But hello, bouncer droid.
Oh no.
It's throated
And in
head
this
looking
moment-
down at you.
And in this moment, she realized she fucked up.
Pretty much. Okay, who's next?
I like our two best fighters have been like laid out so far.
Well,
My character's fine.
No,
But-
you're
One of-
way out.
arguably,
One of
Blue's
them's too
character
busy
is not
bothering
much of a fighter.
Oh, actually, well,
Yeah, my character isn't a
Yeah.
fighter.
Yeah, also, she's not out yet, technically. But
Also, you're still our best fighter.
Oh.
debatable.
Duhad.
I'm the best armed fighter.
Yeah.
Fair enough.
Well, I mean, between that and the fact that you've got a ridiculous control and you can use that for things, you probably are still the best fighter, period, in the party.
Whatever, fine. But yeah, so
So, April, Duhad, I would go ahead and say that, you notice that your friend just got knocked into the arms of a bouncer droid, but you don't know this woman from a hill of beans, really.
Not really, no.
So what you gonna do back there? There is like this young boy who's trying to pull Raynar Thel away.
Yeah. Okay. So oh hell, my desire to be a decent person.
Stun weapons. Stun weapons.
I don't have a stun weapon. I have a gun and a sword.
Oh.
An exceedingly lethal one at that.
Very lethal. Okay. Actually, you know what I'm going to do? I'm going to take the lightsaber non-ignited. I was going to say unignited, but that sounds way too close to ignited.
Washington sees this lady and immediately sees the rebel jacket and is like,
oh shit, actually, yeah, do you have a rebel jacket on?
yeah.
Oh,
okay.
Fuck. That actually changes it. So what Washington does is he pulls out his lightsaber. He doesn't ignite it yet. He turns to the kid and quickly shouts, like waves the lightsaber at him and says, "Don't you make me come out! Like you stay there! Don't touch him!" And then he, let's see, can you get back over the bars that covered it by a cage now?
No, you are now gone ahead and been sealed in. Okay. Now, mind you, you have a door opener for this, but on the other hand, this would mean that
like
anything
he's
could
way
get
out of
in.
his league right now.
I don't want to let the guy I'm supposed to be protecting get loose. So, okay. Do I have any idea how to control the robots?
You could try.
I'm going to try. I'm going to try and make the robots like see the rebel pilot as a friendly.
Live ammo activated.
No.
Don't roll that one.
I just want to try and get them to not hurt the pilot and to keep her from getting like killed.
Okay. Go ahead and roll me a technical.
Okay.
Actually, you know what? This would technically be mechanical.
Oh.
Go ahead and roll a mechanical.
Okay. Excellent. Mechanical. Let's do it. And rolling the dice. Oh fuck! Finally a good roll. Finally some good fucking rolls. Okay, well, half good roll.
And each come from me.
Well, okay. 12, 15.
Okay.
Oh shit! Wait, actually, oh shit! I just remembered. That's the force. That's the fate dice. One of those sixes on the fate dice. So.
Okay. Yeah. Go ahead.
20.
20. Okay. Very good. The Force apparently is watching out for you.
Oh, thank
because when you went ahead and went for the controls, knocking Shanko's arms out of the way, by the by, you accidentally hit the button that brought up weapons selection for the bouncer swarm. And you notice that, indeed, there are some lethal options there, but you could probably go ahead and restrict them to non-lethal force only.
Yeah. Nope.
I'm going to assume that Washington does that.
Yeah, I'm going to do that, and I just want to just make this clear to help reinforce the whole this party actually coming together a bit. He shouts over the thing "Don't worry, Miss Pilot, I'm helping," and then he starts hitting the non-lethal options.
Helping.
No, non-lethal.
Okay, you are also able to set targeting priorities for the bots.
Okay, yeah. So priority, so lowest possible priority on the pilot, high priority on the people, on the highest priority on the.
Wow, you're going ahead and putting Loey that far down?
Oh shit. Okay, no. Lowest on Loey, then the pilot, then the general bar populace, and highest being the Trandoshan, who probably is still looking to finish what you started on the poor pilot.
Okay, yeah. So, Balil, Day was just looking straight into the photoreceptors of this thing, and it was going to be a very bad day. But then it snaps up, turns, and you hear a thrumming sound, and the Trandoshan just drops, along with everyone behind them.
Day tries to cheer, but then remembers that she has both a rib crack and has no air to expel. So she instead winces in pain.
Okay.
It sounds more like a.
Yeah. Okay, so Zombie, you have just been threatened with an unignited lightsaber. What you gonna do?
So Duhad's character is Washin, correct?
Yes.
Yes.
Yeah. Okay.
So
I assume Washin turns back.
Oh yes, yeah. I turned back to deal with the thing.
Console after threatening me.
Yeah. No, he's not focusing on you anymore.
Do I think I could, with the kid, make a run for it? before a
You've just
Jedi
seen
could
that
catch
this
up
kid
with
that you grabbed at the robes of is probably a Jedi.
Also, there's a giant.
I
metal
don't know
grate in the
how
way.
good you think that your luck is. He doesn't have a lightsaber, by the way. But I don't know how good you think your luck is, but he has demonstrated that he's probably a Force sensitive.
Also, again, giant metal grate in the way. It would be difficult to make a run for it.
It's not a grate, for the record. This is like a solid wall.
Okay, even more so then. Yeah.
You could try and find the controls to lift that solid wall and then try and pull him out, but the only one with like a quick way through it that isn't the button to unlock it is at this moment Washington.
So you're gonna steal the
Try and steal
lightsaber.
a Jedi's lightsaber while it's in his hand.
Oh, that's a good idea.
That's a word for it. Probably not the one I use.
Hilarious due to the way that Washington would react. Like,
Hilarious is
what
a better
the fuck?
one.
You said there was a
Suicidal is
ventilation
another.
shaft above us, right?
Yeah, you would probably be able to tell that there is some sort of ventilation here in the bar. Yeah.
Okay,
I
well,
mean,
still
if
grabbing
it's gonna
onto.
be like a panic room, it'd need to have its own
Yeah, air source. Yeah. I was gonna
ventilation
say.
system.
Yeah.
Oh, wait, so it's-
also, by the way, Duhad,
Yes.
you're fairly certain this kid's Force sensitive.
Okay, so yeah, I'm. Okay, so I got my Force sense kind of like tracking him. Like,
The Metachlorians are very strong in this one.
I'll deal with.
Correlation, not causation.
Yeah.
I want to get him out somewhere safe. But we're in like a safe room. No. Oh, okay. Okay, well,
You're probably in the safest place you could be right now.
Yeah.
well, then that wasn't the case last turn.
Yeah.
So, right. Okay, now I'm knowing where I am. Okay. Demi stands up and walks over to the Jedi, and he says, "Is there anything I can do to help?"
Washington actually looks kind of surprised and almost happy with the thing, and actually says, actually, yeah, this thing right here." He quickly goes over the buttons, like, I think means this, and this means this, and this means this.
Out of my way, boys, says Shanko, try and puts some of his arms between you and pushes you away from that.
Washington does not resist.
Raynar is looking over at Demi and goes, "Why were you grabbing at my robes?"
I wanted to get you somewhere safe. But
Oh,
you're
sure,
a
that's
Jedi.
why, says the,
You don't need me to help you, do you? This is so cool.
Like, a look of
like, yeah, I
pride
know, right?
over his face before a look of pain.
A look of physical pain or like emotional pain?
Emotional pain.
What's that noise?
Well, I mean,
Sorry.
you are a
It's
Jedi.
just
aren't you?
me
Yes.
being
I didn't mean to
inconspicuous.
offend you if...
No. No.
Raynar just shakes his head. Zek is up against the bar and he is eyeing you suspiciously.
Like, you tried to help. That's really nice of you. Thank you. Your heart's in the right place.
Right. You sure about that, Blue?
What? I mean, yeah, sure. The kid, like, you can see what's up with this kid, right? You can see the Force around him, right?
Try not to.
He's Force sensitive. He's a potential.
Okay, Zombie, you have just been told that you got Wonka's golden ticket.
You could be a Jedi.
Demi's mouth drops open in awe.
And we're going to
his
go ahead
eyes
and cut away from
bulge
that
out
right
his
now. So, our poor Gungan, who is currently experiencing chiropractic, what you gonna do?
Is there a way I could get to grab my Adaladdle and swing it around?
You know what? Yes, you probably could grab your Atlatl, which I'm even going to be so nice as to say that it's got one of the energy orbs on the top of it at the moment.
Yeah.
You could probably grab it from where it is at your side and try and swing it into the leg of that person. Now, the issue is those things have a bit of a blast radius.
But
You're
they're
in it.
stunned.
It is.
Yeah.
I would put it on stun, but
Well, no,
Then it's
they just are stun. Against
Wow.
droids, they'll destroy them, but against any organic, it's a stun.
okay.
So, yeah, this is going to be one of those issues where if you use, like, a stun gun on someone who's holding you, you feel it too.
I mean, it's either that or my electro pole, but I'm not sure I can get my electro pole.
Probably not.
And
The other
probably-
thing you could try and do is, like, tickle his snout with your very long Gungan tongue. I don't know if I'd really do that if I were you.
You could make this very sexual
wait,
right now.
I have an idea.
Oh, no.
Oh no.
What's your idea?
Can I get beast riding?
Beast riding would not work for this.
Oh, that was
So, you know what? Let me put it this way. If you can figure out a way to get on top of said Herglick, I will allow you to use your ability with Beast Riding to control it as it charges through the place. First, though,
Okay.
you need to get on top of it.
Alright, I have a goal now.
Oh, no.
That's a dangerous thing to have.
Oh boy.
I can't help but feel like you're in Underpants Gnome territory here. There's a line of question marks somewhere along the line here.
You know what?
Oh boy.
I have to bring out my. You know what? Just I'll take the AOE. Fuck it. It's better than this. So I should probably roll the hits first, which is Dex. So 46. +1 because it's specialized now level.
I mean, this is not going to be a particularly hard shot to make. Just saying.
Oh my god, I rolled pretty badly. Luckily, I got a 2 on my force die and not a 1, but I did roll a 1 on the different die.
Okay, that's okay. What'd you get?
14.
14. Yeah, that's going to be plenty to go ahead and swing the Gungan Energy Orb at the end of your Atlatl into the leg of this Herglick. And they're going to take it worse than you. One of the nice things about them being so broad as they are means that they're going to shield you from some of it. But roll me strength plus whatever hardy you've got. And no, your armor doesn't count. This is definitely energy.
Yeah. The damage is strength plus 1d. So yeah, 4. Because I have strength.
Oh, no. This is the other part of it. It's not the thumping part. It's the 5d of stun damage
Alright,
when the
so
energy
5d.
Goes off.
Oh,
Tight.
that's a lot.
Okay. What'd you get?
23.
23. Okay, now you roll your strength to try and resist that.
Just
Again,
your
if you've got hardy, add it.
Alright. Well, I don't, so.
I was not allowed to, but yeah.
$15.
15. Okay,
You
so
die.
Good news, good news, bad news. Good news, you are not instantly unconscious.
Woo!
Bad news.
You can feel electricity crawling up and down your teeth, and your tongue shoots out of your mouth and into the Herglick's face.
Oh god, hold
Oh
on.
no.
There's a GIF for that.
There is porn of this.
Like, your ears are like
Oh, no.
standing straight up, and you're doing like the whole herky-jerky motion in the Herglick's body as they're doing the same to you, and you can feel your vertebrae cracking, and this is just a bad scene for everyone involved. However,
Oh boy. This is just Jar Jar.
They took it worse.
the Herglick actually falls backwards with you still in their arms. Boom, unconscious. You are on top of them, but they have a pair of very, very large arms around you. Oh, zombie, they are fairly rare. They are not, like... They are rarer than they were in the Republic at the time of the Clone Wars. The New Jedi Order is probably along the lines of a few thousand. From what you can
100.
tell.
Yeah, a few hundred when Washington and everybody joined.
It's
but, yeah.
it's the equivalent real world would probably be like meeting a AAA like movie star celebrity in daily life.
Yes.
Like it's not impossible. Like it's not like no one will ever believe you if you say I totally met so and so at like the grocery store just shopping. But like it's super super uncommon and astronomically unlikely.
Let's put it this way, though. If you ran into Luke Skywalker, it would be like meeting Kung Fu Action Jesus.
Yeah.
It is
That's pretty much
literally
what it
meeting
is.
Kung Fu Action, Jesus, yeah.
Boy,
Yeah.
do I love Jesus.
Okay, anyway, so let's see. So our Gungan is currently not unconscious, but is in an unconscious bear hug. Who's next?
I haven't gone in a while, so.
Yeah, what you
I
gonna
think
do?
it's Tetanus's turn.
What?
What you gonna do, Time Knight?
I'm okay. I'm behind the bar, right?
Yes,
That's
you
what I
are.
did last time. Okay.
You have gone ahead and experienced a number of use of force powers at this point. You have been told out loud that kid over there who is pulling at the robes of a guy is force sensitive. There is a guy with a gun here, and oh my god, there's a lot of arms around. Like, by the force, how many arms can one being have?
No.
And they are, like, playing over controls all around the bar.
Okay.
When you're here, you can actually see that there are controls for the bouncer droids. There are environmental controls. There are controls for the entertainment. You could get seriously creative here. That being said, the bartender, Shanko here, appears to be operating most of them.
Okay, like. Let's see.
Also, yeah, you know who Raynar Thull is. He's here, and he's one of the Jedi.
You know exactly what song to put
Oh boy. Okay, hold on. Okay. Let's see. Under the entertainment section, is there like controls for like a smoke machine or something?
You could make it's a pretty good bet that you could get at like lighting and smoke and that sort of stuff there.
You could also get at the karaoke.
Yes.
I'm gonna
knock everyone out with your
gonna
terrible karaoke.
I'm gonna just hack into the entertainment console and see what I can do with that.
Okay, it is unlocked at this point. It is one of the things that Shanko is not controlling at the moment, so once you just get in front of it and start working with it, yeah, you could totally do that.
Okay, let's see.
Only mechanical.
Mechanical.
Yeah. This is not very difficult, but this is a matter of actually operating something rather than getting into it.
+2. Okay, 2D +2.
Alright, roll them bones.
Mm-hmm.
And then add up the numbers they produce.
Yeah. Kit, what would a good willpower roll?
I've got a...
I'll get over that. Get onto that shortly.
I got an 8 total.
8 total. Okay, let's put it this way. For each round, you are going to be able to enable 2 things. What you gonna do this round?
Let's see. I'm going to... Okay, what kind of things can I do with this?
So you have control over the lighting in this bar. That can include strobe lighting, the general equivalent of disco balls shaped like Death Stars, holograms that could pop up all over the place, just adding more confusion to here. You could put the smoke machines on overdrive. You could flash laser light across the bar. As a general rule, if you think that it's like a thing that could happen in a light show on Earth, you could probably make it happen. If you think that it's a thing in a light show in science fiction, you can probably make it happen. This is very well equipped. Other things which you could do. You could turn out all the lights in the bar. throwing it into pitch darkness. Other things which you could do. You could actually add some pheromones to the air. Calming ones, enticing ones to make people mad.
I'm gonna. Okay, let's see. I'm gonna like.
Oh boy.
I'm going to like
Unleash the rage.
I'm going to like turn on like a laser light show and
Sure.
April, I would never release an anger pheromone. People need to have fun while beating on each other, not anger.
And I'll just kind of crank up the music, get some.
I'm loving clouds in my head in the sky. I'm so low. I'm so low.
Time Knight, are you going to put on the hit from the story of Han Solo? I'm Han Solo. As your choice for this bar fight's musical accompaniment. Would you prefer instead the hit from the Princess Leia film, I Ain't No Hologram Girl?
Totally is though, at least nowadays, but she didn't used to be.
Oh, fuck.
Too soon.
Yeah, no, literally, it's too soon.
I'm going for more of like a more of a classical feel, like
Highway to the Danger Zone by Ken Watkins it is.
No. Classical feel. So, at this point, the sounds of the Emperor's March ring out across the bar.
Dun, 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 dun,
Dun, dun, dun, dun.
Didn't know you were that kind of fan.
I was thinking more of like
No, too late, you chose it. Alright.
Yep.
Yeah,
Too late. Okay,
well,
next up. Let's see. I think we've gotten through everyone. Has anyone not been...
I think
Has anyone not gotten the chance?
I think everyone's gone.
Okay,
yeah.
Our poor Happen, who is stuck under a very hairy, large man.
Yeah.
What you
Higher
get?
lows, Kit.
Under what circumstances are we talking here?
I am rolling a D100, high or low.
High.
Did you want me to not channel the dark side or channel the dark side?
Go nuts, your choice.
Yeah, I mean, the deal here is...
How helpless would my character feel, like, in this moment of being completely collapsed under...
That's your choice,
that is very much your call. I will not going to force you to take a dark side point. However, if you are going to, like, severely harm this man by using the Force, yes, that would be a dark side point.
My character would like to channel the dark side to kick him up in the air and then bounce up and punch him in the face. Because she feels helpless. And that's the thing.
Yeah, I could think of way more violent things to do with the dark side point.
I'm going to take the dark side point
as the Force, recoils from your actions.
This is a thing that she doesn't know how to use the Force
I'm
right
aware,
now.
I'm just saying, like, for flavor, because this is,
very much, any of the trained Force sensitives is going to notice this happening. Anyone who's got at least a full D in sense is going to notice this happening.
Yeah. My character doesn't know that she's doing it. Yeah, my character doesn't know that she's doing it, is the thing. But yeah, I'd like to do that.
Okay, go ahead and roll me control doubled.
Alright. Control doubled is 10.
10, okay. Go ahead and take an extra D6 on this action, and roll me strength.
So strength martial arts instead of normal
No,
martial
just
arts?
straight strength and re-roll all 6s.
Okay. So only on the action die.
No,
No,
all
all
sixes. Because
No,
use the
no,
dark
no.
side.
Like, I'm telling you where the 6 is.
Okay, yeah, go ahead, re-roll it.
Yeah. And for those of you...
22.
Okay.
22. Okay, so yeah, you go ahead. Power floods through your body. You pull up your legs under you. This guy just barely even keeps you from moving. Get your feet up into him and shove him up into the air. You had planned to go ahead and jump to your feet, and you do, and you're ready to punch him in the face as he comes down. But he goes rocketing across the room, hits one of the upper walkways, and skids on top of it. He is very lucky not to have fallen off it. You have no idea what happened.
My character is screaming at this point, just like...
Yeah, anger floods your body, and the people around you start backing away. Not as fast as from the Wookiee with the lightsaber, because Wookiee with a lightsaber. But even these people who are not force sensitive can tell that there is something they do not want to mess with here. Are you going to charge after them?
No, because that was my character does have a bit of temperance from her martial arts training. She just bypassed that, but she's also still going to engage that while she still does look very heated.
Mm-hmm.
Right.
Right, so,
She is still going to be the... No, just don't come any closer.
Yeah, so I believe that moves over to Blue Eel's turn.
Yes.
Have I finally recaught my breath?
Yes, you have recaught your breath, and the bouncer bot that you are kind of sort of in the lap of, except not really because it doesn't have a lap, is skittering around the bar, shooting what looks to be sonic stunner blasts at different.
Well, who cares about that? I'm hearing this terrible, disgusting cis shit over the speakers.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
Oh god, yes.
I'm gonna fucking hobble my way over to the bar with a hand over my cracked rib.
Okay, yeah, you are going to be at that one. Honestly, 2 pips down.
Pips?
Yeah, anything that you
minus.
do action-wise, you'll have a -2 to.
Ah, okay.
Yeah,
that's fair. Okay.
Okay,
yeah.
so what are you going to do?
I'm going to scream at whoever's at the controls because I imagine that's where the music's loudest. Turn that shit.
So you hobble over there. There's just this sheet of blank Durasteel in front of you. Slam your fist into it and go, turn off that shab it!
Yeah.
Turn that shab off.
Yeah, do we have communications in this place?
Yes. In fact, you did hear earlier when you went flying through the air, I'm trying to help you, Miss Rebel!
Yeah, so from the other side of the Durasteel, you hear muffled, "Oh, that's not us! Also, whoever's using the dark side, can you please stop? Because I'm gonna come out there and stop you if you don't."
Come on, open up.
She has no idea that she's doing this, but...
My bad!
In fact, if you tell her, she might be traumatized.
I can change the music if you want it.
Are you going to just start poking at different things there?
You end up on all the jizz.
More evil. They turn
No. No, yeah. Time Knight, are you going to start poking at different things in this play file? See if you can find something different?
I'm gonna switch. I'm switching it to more of like a. Would changing like genres be like another thing that I could do? Or...
Yes, you could totally change genres.
I'm gonna think of some sexy clue horn music.
Okay, you go ahead and you switch over to the jizz folder and
I love this song.
It's the greatest song.
You switch over to the greatest hits of Friggin' Dan and the Mojo Nodes, who played in Shalim's Cantina on Tatooine in Mos Eisley.
does there happen to be some quote-unquote free drinks strewn about the bar?
There certainly are. There are also a lot of unconscious bodies.
Well, I maybe a stiff drink will take the edge off of this cracked rib.
Go ahead and roll me a pop culture.
Oh boy, let's do it. No boy.
There's a reactor.
Wait, I get a -2 to this? 250?
Yes, because you are a little bit out of your mind with pain right now. It's a cracked rib.
That's fair. And it's -2 pips, correct?
Yeah, -2 pips. So if that drops you down below a die, and if you had 3 dice in it, it'd be a 2d plus 1 now.
Nice. 12.
12. Okay. Initially, you go ahead and you put your hand out towards what appears to be a smoking green drink, and then you think better of it. That's known to kill humans.
Oh.
Or at least you think so.
Holy shit.
Yeah,
maybe I'll just grab this orange one over here. Yeah, that's a good
the
idea.
reaction core. Yeah.
that one's known to kill humans.
No, this one's strong, but a Carillion rum punch isn't gonna kill you.
Yeah, good.
Especially since it's invented by
Alright,
Carillions,
down
but,
it. It's time to down it.
Okie dokie. Yeah, so you now have a stiff drink in you, and that might be taking the edge off the pain a little bit. You're, of course, gonna need first aid and such. But, this could be worse. This could be worse. At least you got a drink. And no one's trying to hit you right now, and it almost looks like the bouncer bots are trying to keep anyone from coming at you. The blaster bolts are fading away, and somehow, the fact that you started this bar fight,
Hold on.
bouncer bots aren't going after you.
I'm just gonna roll my own strength roll just so I can see how drunk I should act.
Okay.
Oh my god! Apparently I can take fucking alcohol like a champ.
What'd you get?
Hold on.
Sounds like someone rolled a 6 on their wild die.
I got a 12. I didn't get a 6 on my wild die. But...
Yeah, you're good.
Yeah.
I mean, you're a fighter pilot. You're far drinking. You know how to do this.
What is the base of what you should be achieving? Because in low rev it's 20, and then
it depends on the difficulty level of these things. And generally, what'll happen is I tend to adjudicate difficulty levels based on different dice levels. So you beat that by 4.
Nice. Good.
But yeah. So.
But yeah, it looks like with the exception of some fights that are going on farther up the bar, which bouncer bots are crawling up to break up, it seems like incredibly this bar fight has been mostly okay for you, except for the Gungan who
Yeah.
and of course Day, who has gotten some cracked ribs out of it.
Why are there so many fucking babies?
Yeah, actually, at that thought, I think this is when the bar shutter opens and reveals the
Shanko at this point, you start seeing like the bouncer bots specifically picking people out of the crowd and throwing them out. The bouncer bots are also running like debits on different people, and when there comes up a transaction denied, out they go. That's the rule in Shanko's. If you create a mess, you got to be able to pay for it.
That's awesome.
One of the bouncer bots comes up to you and presents you with a bill. It's a big one. It then flips it back as the drink that you have to it, and goes ahead and flips it back to you. It's slightly more now.
Well, I was going to point it to the no. Well, no.
Put it on the expense
Hey,
account.
can I grab one of the cards from the one of the unconscious fellows? Like just prop him up on a chair, hand the bot the card, and then since the shutter's open, just try and crawl over the bar.
I don't think that you want to be trying to crawl over the bar, because that's where the actual live sentient bartender is. But if you want to try and go ahead and like lift a credit chit from someone and charge it to that, yeah, you could try and do that.
Yeah, sure.
Go ahead and roll me a perception.
I imagine it would be way easier now that so many people are unconscious.
Oh yeah, it's going to be pretty easy. The big issue that's going to come up is choosing the right person who's within reaching range and might be able to pay off this.
Do you use search with this?
Yes, search would work.
Okay. Oh, one on my wild dice. That is a 7.
Okay, you go ahead and this is smooth, you get it, you hold it up to the bouncer droid, it runs it, transaction declined.
Hold on, I got another card.
Okay, are you going to try and do this again?
Oh, yes!
Roll for it.
Oh, jeez.
You can actually see Washington's face going from like starry-eyed admiration at your jacket to slowly dawning like horror as he sees
That's a
what
10.
you're
They
doing.
really paid them
I did a
shit.
10.
That's
I got a 10.
Okay. Oh, let's see if this is enough.
Oh boy.
Transaction denied.
Now, hold on, I got another card.
Here we go.
Last
Take a
chance.
20. Oh, okay. Okay, this is gonna be a pain, Jesus. Okay. Oh, fuck! Holy shit! Well, I rolled enough dice, so eventually I'm gonna get a 6 on my wild dice.
There you go.
What you got?
That's a 12 in total, and I got a 6 on my wild die.
Okay, so re-roll the 6 and add it.
Oh, nice. Oh, wow, that's nice. So that's a 16 in total.
16! You lucky bitch.
How much?
You needed a 15 or better for this one.
God.
Okay, so apparently you just lifted from someone who had a lot of money to spare, because it goes through and you're clean. The bouncer droid trundles away, and the person that you just took it out of the pocket of, do you put it back?
Who was it?
One of the many unconscious bodies there on the floor, you're not quite sure?
I'll just flick it onto the floor.
Next to them?
Who is this
Yeah.
body? DeVron?
Yeah, sure.
Okay, the bouncer droid, if you continue watching it, will actually go over to that body and charge it again.
Good.
It tells the unconscious body, "We appreciate your community building spirit for paying for another." They missed this, of course.
Oh.
I love this.
Yeah. So, Washington, like, kind of just gives a disappointed look at the rebel pilot, who he just lost a huge amount of respect for. But asks, "Are you all right?"
Yeah. Aside from a
Have you
cracked
ever
rib.
actually met the Thull family before, Galil? As they met them?
No.
Okay. Then Raynar does not know who the hell you are. You might know who he is, but he doesn't know who you are.
Anyway.
Well, I'm glad to help. Hold on a second. I look back at Zombie's character, and kind of like the disappointed look just disappears, and this gleeful, optimistic, like, smile comes back. He says, good news?
Demi looks like he's hanging on your every word as he looks up
Yeah.
with you.
Yeah,
The watch looks
Tower
up to you
Society
with
wants
starry-eyed
you.
admiration.
Yeah, like, yeah, he actually, like, because he knows, like, this pop culture stuff, he, like, does the pose. He does, like, the I want you pose, and says, "You are a Force sensitive. That means you can be a Jedi."
Oh my god!
Yay! He starts clapping. He's like, "Yes."
I love this. Holy shit.
Demi's like, his face is flushed red.
Yes, yes. It means, like, you have, like, Force powers, and it means that you can go to the temple, you can train and become. Oh, Actually, more important, your parents. We should probably ask your parents if that's okay. Obviously, first, but if they're okay with it, you can totally come to the temple and learn to be a Jedi. It'll be super cool. It's really amazing. It's so much fun.
You hear me,
my
loud...
teacher. She's wonderful and nice and wait.
My teacher
probably should get you
really-
under another teacher.
Wait. Nice, not exactly the.
It's kind of a
Yes, but
Tion is wonderful. You should meet Tion. She's a singer. She knows all about Jedi history.
Where are your parents? Where do they live? Where do you live?
The smile fades from his face, and he says, my parents are cool. They'll be fine with me.
Well, hey, that's great. I'm gonna roll a little thing. I'm gonna roll a little perception thing to figure out whether or not Washington picks up on the implication of that. Oh shit! Can I roll pop culture to basically understand the cliche of the
understand the Batman?
I'm just gonna go ahead and put this out there. You have a more applicable thing to this.
Oh?
Sense lie. 60 plus 2.
Oh, okay. Shit. Yeah. All right. Yeah, and well, I was gonna ask about rolling sixes, but I didn't roll any sixes, so that's fine. 8 plus 13 plus 15 plus 19.
19. That was a lie.
I can get a general sense of why he would have lied, just based on where he is and all this stuff. And Washington has enough experience with this particular form of tragedy that he decides to just kind of go like, all right, hey, yeah, no, that's great.
We're all orphans.
Yeah, no, I'm sure they're cool with it, and we'll send them a letter. Don't worry about it though. The academy is a place for everyone, so don't even worry about it.
Cool. Oh, yeah. I can't wait.
Yeah. Hold on. This is kind of before we got to deal with one thing real fast first though, and he goes back and looks over the bar and starts glaring around for wherever that dark side pulse came from.
Oh, my character is still pulsing with it.
Yeah. No question, that blonde lady.
Yeah. So
my head.
He kind of says,
my head.
Okay, yeah. Yeah, so actually he real quick just says, if lightsabers come out, keep your head down. That lady there might be a bit dangerous.
Oh.
By the way, you would have actually seen the dude flying through the air after she kicked him.
Okay, very dangerous.
You wouldn't have seen, how it happened, but you would have seen him flying through the air through the holoprojector on the inside of the bar's
upgrade that to very dangerous. And he steps over the bar and calls to Morat's character, whose name is
Cheryl.
You don't know it.
Cheryl, yeah. Well, yeah, no, I'm just trying to remember the name.
Galena, though.
Galena, yeah. So he says to Galena, who he obviously doesn't know yet, but he says, Miss?
By the way, Loey has stepped up behind you.
Yeah. Miss? Miss Blonde Lady.
Again. She turns towards them after saying the never again thing and turns towards them.
You go ahead and you see a Duros in robes with an unlit lightsaber and a one-armed Wookiee with a lit lightsaber.
Jedi!
Yeah! He holds out the lightsaber.
Kind of who I'm looking for.
Stand back. Yeah, I'm sure you are. But you know what? Not today. There's two of us, only one of you, so, think twice before you try anything.
Wait, what? No. He looks towards Loey, assuming that Loey may or may not be female.
You mean she?
No.
She looks towards Loey? Because you're playing
She looks towards Loey, but doesn't know Loey's gender.
Yeah.
I think there's been some sort of misunderstanding.
Uh-huh. So, what are you? Dark Jedi? Sith? Force Witch?
No, I'm not Dathomiri.
Yeah. She actually, when you whisper
I can hear that song.
He calls to the rest of you, stay back. This woman's a Dark Jedi.
What?
I stand behind. I stand behind you.
Suddenly pauses in taking another drink.
Yeah, just like Vader or Palpatine or Darth Kilbane from that one
Or Gessarian. What's your point? Yeah,
My point is, Miss Dark Side Lady, is that you gave yourself away too early. There are 2 Jedi here, four Jedi here, and also
Second just kind of goes, really? I count now?
Which is hilarious.
You don't see that, by the way, but Zach just looks at you, looks at the pistol in his hand, and goes, I guess I'm on this side now, and points it at you.
No.
And the kid there
legitimately, that's probably the nicest thing you've ever said to Zach.
Fair.
It shouldn't be that guy's asshole. No, she looks at him. What is this about?
About you?
Very, very, clear-faced, definitely not lying, very, kind of confused.
You and the dark side and the using of it, which you did. Don't.
For the record, Washington, you can tell that this is true.
Yeah. He starts kind of losing a little bit of his firm demeanor and is kind of getting a little bit nervous. You and the dark side, you using it is why.
Did I happen to notice the super punch?
What?
Yeah, you probably would have seen that.
Yeah. What do you mean, the dark side?
I'll let the other 2 actually get a word in edgewise. I don't want to completely dominate the conversation. The Gungan and Time Knight and Winter, Time Knight, and Belial and Zombie. If you have anything you want to throw in.
What was the species that was thrown on the balcony?
It was a human.
Maybe you should say that to the human up there. Points at the the person who's
you see a couple of beefy arms draped over the edge of a walkway, as well as a man's face, and they're very unconscious. You might see a little bit of dripping blood.
Demi.
For the record, let me go ahead and rephrase that. Morat, you would not see the dripping blood. The lighting in here is too low for that.
Right.
Zombie wanted to throw in something as well.
Demi just sort of speaks to himself a little bit, and he goes so that's what the dark side feels like. It was like a whoa, and he just makes a weird sound to try and represent the sensation that it gave him.
Awesome.
Oh god.
Winter, Time Knight, you want to throw in anything as well?
Yeah. The Gungan is groaning as he's using all of his remaining strength to get out of this pretty much chokehold.
Okay. Okay. Yeah, you are going to be able to eel your way out of the bear hug that you got trapped in, and after that, you can probably go ahead and use your electro staff to hobble your way along.
Yeah, pretty much using it as a cane at this point. Yeah. Hello there. Because I'm in the middle of another thing. Oh, great.
Jedi, muy bad.
Jedi, muy bad.
Lordy.
Okay. Time Knight, you got anything you want to add? And then we'll let Graham continue.
Why don't you just start referring to each other by
their
real
actual
names
names
at one
because,
point?
Because
it's Galena.
It's stupid. Yeah. Because these names are stupid, and we all basically know each other, and we've all broke face enough times that probably shouldn't even matter.
How many times now?
Yeah,
too many.
Yeah, you've doxed me.
All right, everyone, say our real names and our addresses. And your credit card number.
No, just don't worry about it if you screw up.
Do your credit card number now.
Yeah, that's what I'll do. But no.
6, 5.
Yeah. But as far as characters go, 10. It's Galena, by the way. Duhad. So.
Yeah. But yeah, no. Time Knight.
Where was I?
Do you just want to say anything now that this whole confrontation is going down?
Yeah.
No.
Okay. So Raynor actually turns to Washin and goes,
Do you think she really didn't know?
It's possible. I mean, if she hasn't had any force training at all, she might just have instinctively called on the dark side, though that's not exactly great.
No, it's not, says Zek. Raynor at that looks at him. You don't get a say in this.
Hey, man, he helped. Come on, be nice. Play nice.
Can I roll a knowledge on Zek real quick?
Yeah, go ahead.
Alright, so I have 3 dice of knowledge, but,
Thank you, zombie.
I'm gonna roll real quick. Mainly because he would come in through the briefing pamphlets, but whether or not I was a person who should see
this is going to be unlikely for you to know, but
right.
Go ahead and roll your knowledge.
18?
18. You do not know who this guy is.
Okay, so my character is completely unfazed.
Yes.
So my character still looks extremely confused.
Raynor looks back at Washington. Well, do you think she needs training then?
Well, I'd rather...
Masters are always telling us how easy it is to fall.
Yeah, Washington kind of rubs the back of his head. Well, I guess it's probably better to have someone with an understanding of what they shouldn't do rather than someone going around accidentally, becoming the next Vader or a cool.
Lowy at that, he's turned off his lightsaber and he puts a hand on your shoulder.
Yeah, and Washington looks like really kind of like right now, and that's actually I kind of want to just point out for just as a record thing, the reason why he's actually kind of being a little bit more understanding towards both Zek and Morath's character is that basically, as far as he's concerned, he's kind of actually feeling a little conflicted about what happened with Akul, who, for those who didn't watch the origin thing, was a former teammate who sort of turned pretty dark gray and was left behind. And so he's kind of
he was going pretty dark gray. So that was my character.
He's got a little bit of guilt about this, and so is kind of a little bit more open-minded towards the idea of maybe we should give these guys another chance. So he puts away the lightsaber and says, "Listen, Miss."
Yes.
Listen.
She has a defensive posture because people have been having the lightsabers about, but as soon as Washington unignites his, she takes a very ready but not combat stance.
Listen, what you did back there was, I don't know how to explain this to someone who doesn't really understand the
wrong,
force,
says Zek.
Yeah, that's a good word for it. And obviously you heard that guy, but it's a bad thing that's going to keep on, getting worse and worse if you don't do something about it.
No, I've been amongst witches of Dathomir.
Yeah,
so
don't do that.
What you must understand is I'm heading towards Yavin, and they talked about Jedi.
They do
I said
that
towards
there.
Yavin.
Yeah. Do that there.
And you guys are the only link I have to that. So, I don't know what I'm doing with the Force. But I do know they told me I was Force sensitive.
Right. Well, I guess it's sort of your lucky day because I'm kind of a Jedi, and so is my friend here, points to Lavaca, and I guess I'm kind of gonna help teach this. I guess I'm gonna help teach this kid here who's pretty cool. Hi, hey.
So, he fist pumps the air.
Yeah.
Jumps up.
Yeah. Well, she's like, yeah. All right, cool.
There'll be a return fist bump just out of coordinated amount of. Oh wait, what? So she just does it automatically.
Yeah. Who else in the bar was obviously force sensitive?
Let's see.
Time Knight.
Yeah,
I am,
Keldor
but
is
I
also
haven't
Force
really-
sensitive. But yeah, he hasn't shown off being Force
I haven't
sensitive.
really done anything.
All right, can I? Yeah, but I can still sense it.
You can sense that there is another conscious Force sensitive in the bar. There aren't that many conscious people in the bar.
Yeah, so I kind of like point to the rest of the party. Actually, the rest of the party who I
Just point at the rebel, and you're like,
Yeah.
that's
Yeah, it's like
maybe.
one of them. I actually like look at like all of you, and like one of you also probably has some level of force sensitivity. I guess anyone who wants to help learn to be a Jedi, last call.
Just don't tell the woman who's about to run our empire.
You know what? You know what? That sounds like a great idea for perhaps.
What's the name of the person that we're after?
You are trying to look for Borden Thull.
Yeah.
Okay.
You do know, however, that the blonde-haired Jedi is his son.
Okay.
And, I mean, the reason why everything was going into a bar fight before you decided bar fight, and actually that might have been for the reason that everyone is starting to, like, close in was the fact that this guy could potentially be used to try and bring Borden Thull out of hiding. That's probably not good.
I mean, she pulls out a crinkled piece of paper with smudged writing on it. We're looking for, we can't really actually sign up for any Jedi business, but hold on. Oh, Jesus! Did I do
We can
origami?
edge it into a part of the job.
Did I do origami on this sheep? It finally opens it. Boris. What's
You
the
would
last
know
name?
exactly who the name is.
Oh, but yeah. Well, I wanted.
I
to
mean, this
have
guy's
her
the guy who's in
tested.
charge of the entire company.
Yeah.
Billy Boy Gates.
Anyway, whatever.
Basically.
Says the name. Yeah. Son of Bill Gates. There you go.
Borden Thull. At this, Raynor just goes, "Oh, great, more bounty hunters."
Well, actually, not really.
Yeah. I'm
What do you
going to
mean?
turn. Yeah, I'm going to turn towards Washington at this point and say, I assume that you have somebody who's in charge of you, somebody a bit more feminine.
Well, Washington kind of looks down at himself and then shrugs. I mean, I guess a little bit.
I will help you do this if you promise to deliver me to Gavin 4.
I mean, yeah, that was sort of what I was. Yes, okay, that's a really easy promise for me to make because that's exactly where we're gonna go afterwards. So yeah, no, yeah, that's easy. Yeah.
Right. I was more saying take me with you at that point, but honestly, I don't feel right being taught by a man.
Wow, that's jeez,
Yeah.
Oh.
a little insulted.
Sexist as
Right.
fuck, but major
Yeah.
vocals.
Yeah, like
yeah.
I was like, ah, jeez.
That's
I mean,
exactly
like,
how she fit.
Yeah.
That's but
Okay.
as far as you mentioned,
You don't.
yes.
You don't have to answer this, but like Demi, this is one of the first times Demi's encountered like sexism in his life. So he's like, "What? Why?" and just like leaves that hanging.
I was about to say that you would have, but you're young enough that you wouldn't have necessarily grown up under the Empire, because the Empire was sexist in the traditional sense.
Yeah. My character is the opposite. Like, they believe that women run shit. And that's true in the consortium.
Yeah.
Okay.
Anyway, but
Yeah.
Belial, Raynor is now looking at you and going, "What do you mean?" Saying that you're not a bounty hunter.
Well, we work for what's a trade federation? It's a trade federation, right?
It's the Borearan trading fleet.
Well,
You reverse that.
we're here representing
very
the Borearan trade fleet.
Mm-hmm.
At this, he blinks and goes, "Mom sent you?"
Yeah.
Looks to the side and goes, It's obvious that he wants to ask something, but he just stuffed it away.
Spit it out, boy.
I'll be back in a
Phrasing
few
boom.
I'll be back. Go check on my wife.
You know,
All right.
So,
you know,
looking for Dad for us.
Yes.
Yeah.
At this, he looks over at Washington and goes, I think the Force has just dropped us altogether.
You know, I want to say no, but I know the Force too well to say no. I look over at the kid, at Demi, and say, so, how do you feel about learning hands-on?
I'll learn anyway. Whatever's the best. Whatever you think, teacher.
Washington just starts watching like oh. Like, all right then, yeah. In that case, Prentice, we're going to save this our buddy's dad, and you're gonna learn to be a Jedi. And you, he points at Morris' character, who is North has just left for a little bit, so I'm just going to say a
Just
thing.
spaced out.
Stand there. And you're gonna
They drank
come with
the wrong
us so that I
drink.
can keep an eye on you, and the rest of you, I hope you like Jedi because you got Jedi.
Well, why
Hey,
wouldn't I?
Zeka kind of looks at the bartender. I think we should probably get out of here. Shanko nods.
Let's leave.
yeah.
I'm gonna point at the unconscious guy that I stole the thing from, and tell the bartender, any expenses is on him.
Truly,
Shanko just shrugs, which is an impressive waving thing across all of his arms, and goes, as long as it's paid, I don't really care.
All right.
Alright.
Yeah, let's
Let's
kind of get
get
out
out.
of here.
Yeah.
Because a bar fight of this caliber is definitely going to draw some noise complaints, I guess.
Okay,
I
and
imagine
with
my
that,
robot
as
is
you leave
outside.
Shanko's hive, I think that's where we're going to go ahead and call it for tonight,
that is.
as the party is now together.
Yeah.
Well,
Well, we can. Are we going to do tomorrow, or are we going to? Yeah.
We're definitely going to try and do it tomorrow. See if we can't get the other people, other person who's likely to be in here, in on that. But congratulations! Despite starting a bar fight with an entire goddamn bar, none of you died. You barely even got hurt.
And we all came together in a way that actually works. So hey, that's a hell of a lot better than most games tend to go.
Yeah. This is. I'm liking this.
Yeah.
All right.
So join us next time for even more Star Wars D6 name pending. Yeah.
You realize that's going to end up being the actual title.
That's
of
going to be
damn
the
thing, you
that's going to
realize.
be the name.
Star
That's going to be the
Wars
title, and
episode.
the arc name is going to be name pending.
now you call it the force pending.
God, the Force is pending.
Oh,
Okay, anyway, we'll see you guys next time, which will hopefully actually be not in too long, because we'll hopefully have some more episodes that'll be recorded tomorrow, and this series is going to be kicked off with a wonderful start. Till then, though, next time.